From Boston, this is a special edition of Bloomberg Technology, and we're now joined by Tom Leighton. He's CEO of Akamai, which is one of the largest tech employers in Massachusetts. The company, which helps speed delivery of internet content, is located in nearby Cambridge, where it is expanding and hiring graduates from local schools. And therefore, Tom, how crucial is the ecosystem of academia and partnered with business here for your particular stuff?
I think the ecosystem in this area is fabulous, and it really does start with the university system. You have several of the world's best universities here, dozens of universities training technical talent, great place for hiring, and a great work ethic. You know, people stay with companies for longer here than you often see in the Valley.
Yeah. Interestingly, though, a lot of startups have been spawned by former Akamai employees. I think something I read in 39 startups, no less, have been born of founders from your company. Is the talent pool big enough here? Are you worried in any way about curbs to immigration, curbs to getting foreign talent into the US as well as homegrown?
We have a great talent pool here, starting with the universities. We do worry about curbs on integration. It is important to attract the very best talent from around the world. And that said, at Akamai, you know, we're working to increase the talent pool. We have a program called the Akamai Technical Academy, where we train primarily women and minorities who don't have a technical background, train them so they can take a technical job at Akamai. And really exciting program for us. That's
interesting, because that's something, of course, that Silicon Valley is coming under increasing pressure for, the lack of diversity. How is diversity at your company and indeed in the Boston and Massachusetts area?
I think diversity is a challenge in all of tech. And that's why, you know, we are making efforts to improve it by increasing the talent pool through training, through grants to STEM-related education. We sponsor Girls Who Code. You know, every way we can to try to help diversity in tech.
Is the current White House administration helping with diversity at all, do you think, yet?
Well, you know, I'm not directly familiar there, but I think that's something that we got to take on ourselves, okay. You know, to improve the situation, well, certainly in Massachusetts, where there's a lot of interest in doing that.
I'm interested in your viewpoint of how the current White House is doing for your ecosystem, your economy here in Boston and Massachusetts. How would you currently feel? Is it net positive, net negative from the first 100 days or so? I know it's short.
Well, I think it remains to be seen. You know, I think the changes in taxes could be beneficial. We would like to see, you know, not have curbs on immigration and visas and travel is important to us. We'll have to look and see what happens, you know, with things like net neutrality.
Talk to me about net neutrality, because if this is, of course, you serve ISPs, internet service providers, and this is something they're affected by, but how much are you affected by it? Are you pleased by Ajit Pai's recent moves or not?
I think, you know, we weren't regulated before, so it doesn't really directly affect us. I think it probably does help the carriers who are our partners. I think most of the content companies, they're our customers, and so they're not impacted. We'll still deliver their traffic within the major carriers. You know, there's probably a couple content companies that are less happy about what's happening, but I think on balance, it's going to be fine.
And Tom, talk to us on balance about your business, because there was a significant fall in terms of share price reaction to your numbers. Did that ferociousness surprise you, and how are you trying to ease investor concern for your longer term growth?
Yeah, I think Akamai is very healthy. We are growing at a good clip, and we have two major lines of business. One is around performance and security, which is about 60%, and that has 50% EBITDA margins, grew at 18%. It's doing great. Security products on fire, growing at nearly 40%. And we have a media business, which delivers a lot of video, and that business is doing well, but it's not growing as fast as it did. And so it grew about 1% year over year. And so the street wanted to see more growth there, and they worry a lot about quarter-to-quarter changes in traffic. Media traffic spikes up and goes through valleys. We're in a little bit of a valley now, but I think everybody believes that OTT and video is coming, and we're in a great position to benefit because we deliver a lot of that traffic.